Andrea, maybe what I think it would be interesting for a lot of people here to bridge a little bit into the My Community Thrives psilocybin session. That was pretty historical. I'm just going to toot our horn here a little bit. Our program did the first legal psilocybin mushroom group ceremony with people that had Section 56 exemptions from the Health Minister of Canada. And we did that, our team did that about 2 weeks ago. Andrea, do you want to talk a little bit about that? How we bridge that from our Roots to Thrive program into our My Community Thrives program?
Yeah, thanks, Pam. No, that was really a finding our way event. So we took the Roots to Thrive program, and the Roots to Thrive program is a 12-week program, and we shortened it into 6 weeks. And we had individuals who all had a Section 56 from our federal health minister, and also a terminal diagnosis. And so we did the same process, a small group process, and coming to know, where we did teachings of taking yourself out of your mind and into your body. And then in week 4, we had right in the middle, we had a psilocybin session, which lasted about 8 hours in a group setting. And this is really unprecedented. And what we found, it was really remarkable. For some of the things that the individuals said were that it was so profound for them that they really didn't have, a lot of fear anymore. They saw a connection, a universal connection that allowed them to kind of navigate their way through. And with the tools we taught them through the program as well, it helped them to move out of their minds and into their bodies and make different choices as to how they wanted to proceed.
And just clarifying, not unprecedented in probably the historical context, but of course, historical in the fact that the Canadian government said, yes, you guys can have psilocybin mushrooms.
It was a legal group session.
It wasn't an underground session, which was are of course going on all over the world right now. Right now, as we speak, there's probably thousands going on right now. So one of the questions here, and I encourage anybody that's watching, fire us off questions. There is decades, hundreds of years of experience right here in counseling and in psychedelic therapies. Our whole team is actually quite psychedelically aware. One of the questions that was earlier was about speak to the research. So what we're doing is we're doing analysis of our program from the intake scores that people do, which include their depression, anxiety, depression scores, and then tracking that through the program. And we recognize that we need to do this data. We need to collect this data. We need to publish on this data so that people will pay for this data. Because right now the program is not covered. Right now, this is unfortunately that participants have to pay, or we do everything we can to get scholarships for them so that your ability to pay doesn't stop you from getting in the program. And this will, in Canada, of course, we have universal healthcare, so we need to make the argument that this should be covered by healthcare. And then for those of you that are tuning in from the US, making that argument that HMOs and insurance coverage should be covering this therapy. It's a huge cost savings. It's got to be at least $50,000 per participant coming through to the healthcare system in savings, if not more. And so that's the research we're publishing on is the effectiveness of the program in this group study.